I'm early for a job interview. So, I'm sitting here thinking, doing some deep breathing. And, I made a video this morning about the fascistic, genocidal war machine that I believe this country is. And I said some things that some people might feel are a little bit harsh or judgmental. But the truth, the reality is harsh. We're in a tough situation. We're in a bind as Americans. As people who didn't ask to be born here, didn't make the rules, we're just subjected to them. And they might not be in line with our own personal values. That's the case with me. So I have to try to use my heart and my mind together to get creative, to find a way to take care of myself, to earn the money I need to meet my basic needs without harming other people. Even if they're people that I never see directly, people on the other side of the world. Okay? Humans, they're other humans. Humankind, we're all related. These are my brothers and sisters. All of you, all of us, we are all one family. And we should treat each other that way. So I want to do no harm, and so I am a conscientious objector. So how do I meet my needs without hurting others? Well, the way I've done it up to this point is I, for a very long time, have made sure that I make below the threshold of taxable income for the federal taxes. Because 25% of our tax dollars, federal tax dollars, go to the war machine. Okay, so if you pay into that system, you pay into the war machine, which just happens to be genocidal. So that's what I've done for a long time. And I've had to live, because of that, a very simple lifestyle. And I'm not complaining, because it has actually made me appreciate the simple things, and it's given me a better quality of life overall, because I spend a lot of time outside in the fresh air, in the sunshine, in nature, not locked up in some dull apartment that I'm paying thousands of dollars a month for. I don't have to earn as much. I'm not earning as much because I don't want to pay into the system, and as a result, I cannot afford certain kinds of housing, namely any that aren't on wheels. I live out of my vehicle. Now, I've been doing that for a long time, and I love it, actually. For me, it's a great lifestyle as a single person. Okay, I know everybody can't do that, but we all have to find ways that we can live that are within our means, that don't hurt other people. That's on us to do. That's our responsibility as children of God. Now, all of a sudden, my way of living, the way that I've chosen to live in order to be an ethical person, it's now been criminalized. Technically, I'm a criminal in the way that I'm living. That's where I'm at right now. So, I'm not making this video to pat myself on the back and say, oh, look at me, I'm such a hero. No. What I'm saying is that we all got to get uncomfortable. It's the right thing to do. We are all addicted to comforts in this country, and none of us pay the real price of the comforts we enjoy. There are people starving to death in other countries, literally. People that are being bombed relentlessly. And it's all tied to a certain kind of way of living. The chasing after of comforts, convenience, of opulence, of I want my way. That's the American dream, is to be a person who has enough money and enough resources to throw at other people, at judges, at countries, at lawyers, at anyone with power. Throw them money so that their power becomes your power. And you can do whatever you want. That's the way of America. And if they don't sell out, then you just take your army and you bomb them, or you starve them, or whatever you gotta do. However sociopathic or psychopathic it might be, it's okay, you're gonna have your way. This is the system that we're all feeding when we pay taxes. So I'm here waiting on a job interview so that I can earn enough money to eat and pay my rent, which is my car insurance. Sitting here thinking about how now I'm a criminal because I don't want to fund a genocide. And my whole life I've been against this as an adult. Like as a young person, I understood that something wasn't right with our system, okay? Intuitively, I knew something was very wrong. And when I started investigating and reading and learning and like, oh, yes, I was right. This is crooked. This is twisted. There's some evil stuff going on. I decided that I didn't want to participate. And I've never, as an adult, bought into the mainstream way of doing things. I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess I found a way to live within this culture, which I don't agree with, which worked for me. You know, I became comfort with discomfort. I found joy in little things, and that's wonderful, you know. I'm a wealthy person, actually, even though I don't have much money, because that's not real wealth. Real wealth is spiritual. And it's because I didn't spend my entire life chasing after money that I had time to sit and reflect and think and study and pray and put spiritual money in the bank, you know. But even the way of life I've carved out for myself, which I feel is like a pretty ethical way of living, even that now is under attack. So I have to go back to the drawing board and get creative once again. That's where I'm at. Where are you at? What are you doing or not doing? What do you think about all this? Where we're at as a country? As a species? Like, how have we not evolved beyond this? There's plenty for everyone. There's plenty to go around. But there's a real deficit of love and wisdom, it seems. Most certainly. So, I'm going to keep keeping it simple. And maybe it has to get even more simple for me. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to continue to pray about it. And I know that I will be shown the way. And there is no guarantee that the way won't be hard. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll be given what I need to survive in here and in here, and to go on forever, because we are eternal, and I will never sell my soul.